Police officers across the state face daily challenges while serving the communities they protect.
In Utah's largest city, officers assigned to domestic violence cases are incorporating resources to better support their victims. Jamie McGriff joins us with this 2 News Investigates report and shares how.
Police are calling on more help from other resources in order to help domestic violence victims get the assistance they need much faster.
There had been times he had punched holes in the wall and gotten physical.
Lindsay Hackford of Spanish Fork,
my husband and I have been having issues for the last year,
is a domestic violence survivor. She says she was connected to a victim advocate and a shelter to help get away from her abusive husband.
I think that was really hard for me to accept, and I didn't want to ruin his life. In my head, I remember, I talk about this, I feel really bad saying out loud that I didn't ever consider divorce after he hit me.
I mean, domestic violence victims have kind of a different victimology.
Sergeant Elizabeth Johnson is with the Salt Lake City Police Department's Domestic Violence Detective Division. She says victims, especially those with children, struggle to leave their abusers.
Because that means breaking up the family, or am I able to survive financially without this person, or do I have to find a new home?
Salt Lake Police are now using a different approach in helping victims by utilizing assistance from victim advocates. These are trained individuals who can help to meet the basic needs of victims more quickly, while officers continue their investigations.
As a victim advocate, we could be called out to scene and work directly with patrol. We could be going to court with victims.
Jessica Steed is the Victim Advocate Program Supervisor for Salt Lake City PD.
So you all go out with officers for every call that comes in, or how do you determine that?
So not for every call. It just kind of depends on the situation. So sometimes we may not be at capacity to go out to every single domestic violence call because there are a lot of them.
Steed says her department regularly faces difficulties.
Living in society now is expensive. So do we have access to food pantries? Sometimes we have to lean into a lot of community partners to cover all the basic needs for our survivors. And sometimes they just aren't enough.
We take in cases and investigate them with the knowledge that...
Sergeant Johnson says her department has its challenges too, getting 450 to 500 cases related to domestic violence on average each month.
Are you seeing more cases?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like when I look at our stats, I feel like the strangulations specifically have gone up.
Sergeant Johnson says out of the hundreds of cases sent to her department each month, she only has 6 detectives handling them.
I think that's probably one of the reasons why it's frustrating and difficult, and plus we just don't have a lot of officers. You know, everyone's kind of overworked.
As soon as my jury trial concluded, I had received services
for survivors like Hackford. She says having extra support from victims advocates helped her to move forward with her life.
And that was huge to me being successful because it helped me regain the confidence in being a mom and being my own adult.
Salt Lake PD says that anyone who's been a victim of a crime can call an advocate to get help. Services are free. And we have that information with this story on our website, KUTV.com. Jamie McGriff, KUTV 2 News.